Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Bam! And we're live.
Oh, super excited for this video. Has been super requested. I actually think this is like the Avengers of male singing of the Philippines.
You know that's what you know
What the
that
hell?
you know how I said that Budakel and Katrina might be the best quartet in the world, right?
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, they're actually called the Avengers.
Ah,
Of
makes
of
total
vocal
sense.
Avengers. Yeah, because they have like she would be like what is it, the Black Widow
Yeah.
or the witch thing? Because
Oh
they have a
yeah,
female
no,
one, don't they?
Black Widow is the actual Avenger of the Avengers.
Right. Anyways, but yeah, this is another quartet that has been very requested, and there's someone we're not very familiar with yet, Erik Santos.
That's right.
So yeah, it's always exciting when you watch someone for the first time. So
When there's something new, there's always like that excitement first time thing that
Yeah.
it's always something is so entertaining.
yeah, you know what's crazy is like when you do something for the first time, it feels so bizarre and nerve wracking, even when it's someone else.
Totally.
Like when you watch a new release or something, you want to root for them and hope that
It's
amazing.
all about that. Like, it's because I feel like there's something so special about the first time of
Yeah.
watching something, experiencing something for
Let's
the
give it a
first
go.
time. Ooh.
Do you mind lowering the screen a bit, please?
As you do. As you do. I am not even gonna apologize for that.
I like Jay's jumper.
I just don't understand. It's so complex. That is ridiculous. Who's at the top? Daryl?
Jay, I think.
No,
No.
Daryl's at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, can you understand how difficult it is? What JR is doing is so hard. Who's with the strappy top on the striped
I
shirt?
think we've watched Jason die once with Jaja.
Oh yeah,
So
and
not-
JR was also there.
Yeah,
Yes,
but I'm not
yes.
very familiar with Jason either. But we have watched him before once.
Oh, it's just so hard.
That's incredible, dude. Just have my
Who's
cash.
in the middle? The middle part is absolutely insane.
Such a star, I gotta like.
Royalty.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Take my breath away, will ya? That was ridiculous.
All of my cash. All of it.
How can I make it through the day?
It's so nice.
Jay's posture is actually perfect. Like
It's ridiculous.
You have been so much a part of me, and if you go,
so
I never
seamless.
know what to do. How can I carry on my way? The memory.
That's good.
No, okay.
That's good.
Wow. Okay, so whatever's happening, vocally speaking, is just so complex. I'm already like it's over my head.
Right, let it run for a bit because I think the more we sort of I don't know, get accustomed to what each one of them is doing. The thing is they change so often. It's so hard to keep up.
I really like that they all the three of them have the similar brightness to their voice. So when it comes in a soloist, it takes a second for you to like, what is happening? Where is it
Who's who?
coming from?
Very
I love
seamless.
it.
It's very
It's
seamless.
fantastic.
Can I carry on my way? The memory. when all that is left is a pain in our history. Wish I could live my life today. I can't live out on my own.
I adore that. Adore it.
And just forget the love you've always shown.
It's awesome.
And accept the fate of my condition. Please don't ever go. For I can't live my life alone. Say you'll never go.
Wow.
Say you'll never go out my way. Say you'll never go.
It's ridiculous.
So we could still go on and make it through.
That guy's
Just say you'll never go. Say you'll never go.
he's awesome. Got there, look at it. What the fuck?
Okay, so the harmonies, how they're, it's hard because they're sharing the lead, so they're sharing the tune, right? So people are switching in and out of harmonies as they're singing the lead line as well. So you gotta be thinking like on two minds. You gotta be thinking, oh, here's my tune, and then here's the part where I'm harmonizing and backing up for everybody else. It is so hard though, because each section, each harmony is working on, it's not even on thirds, they're like on fifths and stuff, and it's so nicely layered and they're so close to each other that they're even having little riffs and runs of their own in the harmonies, layered one on top of the other. That just lets you know how comfortable they are. And I love their communication as well. Like, oh, here's the part, here's where we change. And I just adore that. It's so very difficult to, achieve something like this. Kind of gives me like vocal groups from the 50s. How close their harmonies are. And the musicality, it's absolutely insane.
There's always a lot of value in watching videos, because some people may enjoy music videos more than this type of videos. But there's so much value I find in watching videos which are in a kind of, more of a raw, one shot, one take mentality. Even though the song isn't like that, but the video itself, you can start seeing how each one of them finds grounding and communication between one another, and yeah, it's very.
I find it so fascinating.
Whether you sing or not, you can understand what's
happening.
going on.
Yeah, there's an open communication.
There is a conversation through music.
Each part is so fundamental here, though. Like, it wouldn't be this magical without the whole of them working together. Yeah. It's absolutely wonderful.
It just brings a smile to your face.
It does.
How can I make my dreams?
Ooh, I love it.
It's only one person.
Oh, shut up.
You were the one who belonged to me. You were my fantasy.
Oh, okay.
I can't live my life without you. You were my fantasy. I can't live my life alone and just forget the love you always show.
Daryl's amazing, dude.
God.
Please don't ever go.
Daryl's insane.
For I forget my life alone. Say you'll never go.
My brain has melted.
Say you will never go out
wonderful.
Say you'll never go. Say you'll never go away.
You're unbelievable. Oh, my
Another key change.
Say you'll never go away.
I adore his voice. The guy on Denim reminds me of Luis Fonsi a bit.
Yeah.
Like his tonality, like roughness.
I think, I mean, I don't know.
My brain has officially melted. It stopped understanding what technically was happening like a minute ago. Like
I think sometimes
I'm okay with it though.
I think sometimes there is some beauty on sort of just separating technicalities and simply listening to music, and there's only a certain specific type of music which is sort of ageless music like this one, because this music, regardless of trends or what's selling or what isn't, will always be pleasant to hear, and sometimes it's just nice to just, I don't know, be taken away by music rather than having to break down things and I don't know, it's very enjoyable. But only good music has even the remote capability of doing that. So it's very impressive what all these guys do.
Yeah. It just comes out of nowhere.
Wow.
Go on and make it through. For we can still go on and make it through.
Woo! So hard.
Just say you'll never go. Say you'll never go away.
Woo! Beautiful. Oh, it's so good.
Daryl's in charge.
Say you'll never go. Say you'll never go away.
Ooh, yes. Oh, wonderful.
That is so well done, dude. That is so well done. Yes.
Yeah, literally. What
It's
the hell?
very difficult. It's
What
so,
the hell?
it's beyond belief, the fact that, because they have been used to, like, for example, we know now that Jay, actually began in a group, right? It didn't do great at the beginning. It didn't go ahead, but he was used to doing runs and vocals and arrangements in groups, right? We obviously know Daryl is used to this environment, and I'm sure Erik and Jason Dy, similar upbringings, maybe vocally. So this may be the reason why they seem to be so comfortable in creating such a uniqueness and versatility, and they like to make things complex. That's like where they find fun. And then I don't think it comes from an egotistical place. It actually comes from the idea of,
It's actually entertaining to make.
Let's make this entertaining for us too, like difficult and challenging, and something a challenge to rise up to.
Yeah.
It's very, and I think it comes from from that probably that vocal upbringing of being able to, maybe it was choir, maybe it was just being brought up in groups, maybe, because they're great soloists, but it's very impressive.
I think what is so interesting is also that, like, each section of the song was so very detailedly complex.
Yep.
Like, you can break it down in sections. At least I had like 3 sections that I mentally captured, where you have a pretty strong structure of things, and each person has a very well distinguished role, and that is so very important for everybody to know what they actually have to do. And the difficult vocal parts are the ones that are on second to bass and bass.
Right.
Usually those two are so very difficult because they sit in the middle, they do the awkward notes, they play with the movement of the harmony itself. And actually you can see a pretty cool display of that was that last 2 phrases. Very distinguished. Like, what made it interesting was those 2 vocalists that are on the second to bass and the bass.
Right.
They give such personality and quirk and fullness to what could be a simple harmony, or predictable in this place. So very beautiful.
It's only a huge benefit to, and I feel super privileged to the actual fact that we're able to have discovered these people thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
And discover different musicians from different parts of the world, and because there's so many lessons to learn, like little things, like for example Jay's posture is incredible.
Their eye contact,
non-verbal
pinnacle.
communication, sort of understanding each other's roles, which we spoke to Bugoy about. It's so important when you work in it's very, very
sound levels, because this was shot in the moment, but the sound levels of personal control were very, very well done. The breath control, everything about it here is just fantastic.
So for that, I thank these guys for making stuff for that, because there's so many lessons to be learned from them, and they make great art. But yeah,
wonderful.
Let us know. Maybe I'd love to check out more Erik Santos or more Jason Dy if you would as well. Let us know more about them, and we will check them out.